Hey, happy Friday everybody. Today I was going to be going into work at 1 o'clock p.m. and I made it to work on time, surprisingly, despite all the setbacks that happened to me. So I woke up around 8:30 this morning, snuggled up next to Lucy, my cat, and I took care of her the night before, and I woke up this morning and I had to clean up her wounds again and clean up all of her sticky mucus on her body, and that was a ton of fun, I suppose, but it felt really good to be able to clean her all off and provide care for her, and she's purring and she seems content. She's, I think, accepted her situation as it is for the moment. And I had some intentions to go to my new house I just purchased about a half an hour east of where I'm currently at, and to do some upgrades, do some painting, do some more cleaning and all that, but I opted out of doing all that. I opted into staying with my cat and sleeping in maybe until like 10 or 10:30 I think I slept in, and then I cleaned her up again and gave her some more food. And then I passed the torch, so to speak, to my good friend who she's currently staying with, Irina. So then I left there to come back here to the Paisley couch to pick up some things I needed to go to work, and I was shocked when I discovered, well, you know, I could tell you about it, but why don't I just show you with a little bit of cinema magic. Hey, alright, so I stayed over with Lucy last night over at Lucy's mother's house, and I took good care of the cat. I bathed her, washed her, fed her, got her medicine and everything last night, and then this morning I got more instructions from the vet on how to deal with infected eyes. I applied topical treatment to disinfect the sores on the outside of her body, and I'm needing to get some saline and everything, but before I can do all that, I have to get access to my house, and right now there's so much construction going on. I'll give you a quick little peek here. There's so much construction going on that I can't even get into the driveway to get in my house. So I have to park on the street here. I have to run inside, get everything I need to go do my peer mentor job with my friend, and I'm gonna just skip to the next scene because that's how I'm doing this these days here. All right, so I got everything I needed from the house for the day, and I'm heading on north to work right now to go pick up my client, and we're gonna go to the gym, get some healthy food, and I'm gonna get off the phone. I'm sorry, off the camera right now because I'm driving and that was a red light, so cinema. Now we're stuck in traffic on the freeway to go up north, and I'm not gonna get stressed about it. I'm not gonna get upset about it. I'm still gonna get there on time because I left 20 minutes early to make sure I would get there on time. So I'm just gonna do the traffic thing, pay attention to the road and not on the camera that's filming me. And today's gonna work out fine. It's just another test of patience. You know those days where you feel like you're hitting every single red light and you feel like everything's taking longer than it should? Well, that's been like my past couple of weeks, I think, so far, because you can have plans, but plans usually never really happen the right way, at least not in my case. Maybe they happen for some lucky folks out there who are watching, but plans never really actually unfold for me. I like to have hopes. I like to have high hopes and low expectations in order to save on disappointment. I made a video a while back on my philosophy about high hopes and low expectations, and in theory it sounds great and it works out really well in theory, but sometimes your emotions get in the way, and today I feel like I'm in good spirits, and I think I'm handling my emotions in a good, constructive way. The past 3 or 4 days have been pretty rough for me, and I was feeling rather negative, and it was pretty difficult for me to do any sort of videos at all and film things at all, so just from a very personal level right there. But I'm hoping later on tonight when I'm done working, I'm going to film a couple of videos in advance for releasing while I'm working at the Michigan Renaissance Festival, because I don't want to sit there and have to worry about posting videos all day when I'm working. I just want to have them ready and done so I can focus on what I need to focus on, which is getting back to my cat, taking care of her, keeping her fur trimmed away from her wounds and dressing her wounds and taking care of them, and doing everything I possibly can do to ensure that she has the maximum comfort and highest quality of life she can possibly have with her current medical status, because that's all I can do, and that's all we can do between me and my friends who are taking care of Lucy the cat. I have a number of other videos I want to make, including brainstorming and free writing and just kind of writing videos in general that really helped me to get through this week. Actually was organizing my thoughts on paper and writing them out, and I'd like to share that information with anyone out there that is having any difficult times themselves. I think we all have our own challenges we face, sometimes bigger than and sometimes smaller, depending on all the factors going on in our lives. Not just that though, but how we react to things. You can't control what happens to you, but you can control how you react to it. And I think that's a very significant statement that I learned when I was in college in my philosophy class from my professor about the philosophy Stoicism. So I want to talk about that. And writing and brainstorming, I came up with a long list of a bunch of different videos that I could make in the near future about topics that I find very interesting and exciting that I would love to share with anyone out there that's interested in anything I have to say. So if you're actually watching this video, I'm going to assume that you're interested in what I have to say, and I thank you for that very much. And I'm going to try to crank out some more quality videos that reflect on philosophy, on writing, on loving your pet, of course. That's been the popular subject matter lately. Not just vlogging though about my day-to-day lives, which is debatably can be interesting for some folks out there, but I want to get back to providing better quality videos and more engaging videos that provide value to the viewer, that are more interesting and more thought-provoking. I'm going to do some little more cinema magic and focus more on this painfully slow traffic that's going about 10 miles an hour. So that's the only reason I feel comfortable filming this while I'm driving. And if you notice, I'm watching the road most of the time. So a little bit of cinema magic right about here. We'll skip to the next scene. All right, so yeah, me and my friend, we went to the gym, we went to the bookstore, we walked around all day, and now it looks like we're about to go and do the next thing. So switch to the next scene. All right, I'm in the car. I'm on the way back home right now. Well, actually to the pet store to get some shampoo for Lucy. I just got out of work early. Thankfully, my client understood my situation and how sensitive time is for me right now. I have a lot to accomplish before I can get to bed later tonight, including filming a couple of videos in advance, bathing and fixing my cat from her issues, and so on and so forth. So, with all that being considered, it's time for a little cinema magic. I will skip past all the way to the house on the Paisley couch. And here we are now back on the Paisley couch. I went to the pet store and I got an assortment of things that will be useful for her. I got this tearless shampoo, so I'm gonna wash her down nice and neat because she's just been licking herself and her mouth's infected right now. It's very sad. We're doing everything we can to fix it. She's got the vet visits in the way. We took her to the ER last week. We're doing everything we can. She's on her antibiotics still. Those antibiotics are running out soon. But the point is that we got to give her a bath outside of her licking herself and outside of a wet towel or a warm towel even. We got to like give her a proper bath. I got these eye wipes for her because her eye's getting a little crusty now because of the tumor that's growing over here on her left side. I got an eye rinse, which is awesome. And then I got these facial shears. So I'm going to trim back the hair around her eye and all where all the wounds are. And we're doing the best we can for Lucy. It's very sad. I got all my tears out earlier, and there's still probably plenty more to come out soon, but I think she can pull through this if we just keep giving her love and we get her into the doctor and they can treat the infection with some other kind of antibiotics that aren't quite working. I think the ones we have aren't quite working the best, but we're doing what we can. So with all that being considered, it was a long, action-full, packed day. I tried to put all my mental woes and things aside, and we had some good quality time at the gym and did some other goals for him, trying to help him achieve his own goals in his personal life. Now I'm back here after getting to the pet store and I'm talking too much. I should just end this video right now because I have a lot more I have to take care of before I go to bed tonight. So with all that being considered, thanks very much for tuning in. I appreciate it very much. I post about a lot of different stuff here on YouTube. This isn't just updates about Lucy all the time. That just happens to be what's going on in my life at the moment. I do post circus and flow arts tutorials every single Sunday, so check out one that's coming up this Sunday. I'll be doing how to do a 5-ball cascade with the art of contact juggling. Pretty exciting. I'll be working at the Michigan Renaissance Festival this whole weekend. Come on, see me on my stage. I'll be at Igor's Roost stage. I have show times at 10:30 in the morning, 12 o'clock noon, 2:15 in the afternoon, and 4 o'clock. I'll be walking my tightrope from a tree stump up to a tree branch that's about 10 feet in the air. It's a pretty fun, silly show. If you're up to coming out and seeing me at the Michigan Renaissance Festival for this weekend, it's Wonders of the World, and this is where I end the video. Thanks very much again for tuning in. Remember to never give up and do your best. Stay true to you and who you are and what you stand for, and be amazing, folks. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.